Philimon Chitagu, and he's the Human Resource Director of Schweppes in Zimbabwe. So please tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do on a daily basis.
Thank you very much. I'm the HR Director for Schweppes Holdings Africa Limited in Zimbabwe, and I'm also the President of Institute of Management in Zimbabwe again. So I'm here to attend the World HRD Congress as part of benchmarking best practice.
So you have a lot of experience in HR. So what, in your opinion, makes a good HR professional?
Yeah, when we look at the world, it's actually evolving, and therefore HR practices should also evolve. And I sit back and look at every CEO or head of organization and say, what are those two issues that would give sleepless nights to such individuals? The first one is people, the second one is profit. And therefore, what you do around the people will then determine whether the organization is going to be profitable. And what you also do around the shareholders then defines the profits that you are going to get. But overall, we have seen in most of organizations that we look down upon people, we place profit ahead of people, yet this is detrimental to the success of any organization.
And so in terms of trends, what trend do you see in HR now that was not there 10 years ago?
When we look at the space of digital evolution, this is exactly where HR is going. You now talk about maybe data analytics, HR analytics, and digital transformation in the area of HR. This is exactly where we are going, and therefore as HR practitioners we need to be able to prepare our organizations to face artificial intelligence era. We also need to prepare our employees to scale up in terms of their expertise, so that when the artificial intelligence is then launched, the organization, the employees will actually be able to face the future. It's very, very important that employees' skills are upskilled so that they face the future demands of the organization.
So in order to improve your employees or promote happiness in the workplace, what would be the first thing that you do? How do you motivate your employees?
What is very important is that there should be a deliberate approach to come up with the people strategy. And the people strategy should then incorporate the issues around the employee happiness. It's not something that comes overnight. It's a process, and there should also be resources that are channeled towards the realization of the end game, which is the happiness at the workplace. Because you can talk about all other issues, but if you then forget focusing more on employee happiness, you will not also achieve the superior results that you want. Yes, you can get the results, but it doesn't make sense to get results when people are stressed, when people are not happy, when there is a lot of pilferage within the organization. It doesn't work that way. So it's very, very, very important that organizations take deliberate approaches towards the employee happiness at workplaces.
And Schweppes, do they offer their employees to help upgrade their skills? As you mentioned, that is part of the happiness in the workplace, is to make the employee feel more valuable. Do you offer something like that?
No, when you look at Schweppes, Schweppes Holdings Africa Limited, it's an organization that is globally certified. So we go through various certifications, ISO certifications. We also go through supplier guidance certifications, which is SGP. SGP is mainly related to human rights, and it also looks at how we handle labor issues in the organization. And therefore, when you look at all those certifications, it then follows that there is that deliberate approach to make sure that the organization has got the right structures in terms of how we respond to employee grievances, in terms of how we also handle employee disciplinary issues. So when we look at all those aspects or structures, you then get to the bottom that this is an organization that is people at heart, and the organization that also want to make sure that people are happy as they do their daily work. Also, what we have done is what we call management routines as it relates to business updates. We don't hide anything. Even if the organization is not making profits, we go to the people and say, these are the challenges that we are facing as an organization, which challenges we can address together as a team. It's not an individual journey, but everyone is going to put his skin in the game and contribute something towards the success of the organization. At the end of the day, when we then make profits, we share the cake as an organization, and we've designed what we call rewards and recognition policies, which policies are also meant to create happiness, because it's not always something that employees want to hear, that the organization has made profits, but there is nothing that has been set aside for rewarding and recognizing individual performance. So we make sure that as a business, through the reward and recognition, we can do either spot-on recognition, or we can also do other extensive and structured ways of recognizing employees. We use what we call the bulls and goats, where if employees and the entire organization make profit, we share that profit. We buy meat for the employees, we give some groceries to employees as part of just thanking them for the job well done.
Thank you so much for your time, and that's all for now, and stay tuned for more.